Hello, Wolf Pups. How you doing? It's your host, Raytheus. We're here in Heroes of the Storm, Beta 2.0, PTR, call it whatever you want. What we're going to be talking about today is the Mega Bundles. I know Blizzard mentioned that there'll be Mega Bundles. I think it's more geared towards new players, just because they'll get the biggest out of it. So come, the 25th through May 22nd, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it's to the 22nd. If you log in within that time, you'll get 100 gems, which you can then spend on, one of 4 bundles. The Assassin, Flex, Tank / Bruiser, or Support. We'll cover that in a bit. That's actually not what I want to talk about at the moment. What I want to talk about is all the things you should be doing right now in preparation for 2.0 on the 25th. Basically, I'm talking about these skins. So, if you have some real life cash to spare, I know some of you probably want to click off right now, but bear with me. If you do have some real life cash to spare, you should think about some of these hero skins. Well, let's start with, on this page I already have up, the Widowmaker Nova is currently valued at 10 real life US dollars. With that, you're going to get all 3 of her color variations: Widowmaker Nova, Emerald Widowmaker Nova, Amber Widowmaker Nova. Now, the reason I'm bringing up skins like this is the value in them. You can see with Widowmaker Nova, it's 400 shards just to get Widowmaker Nova. You don't get her other 2 skins, the Emerald or the Amber, if you get Widowmaker Nova going into 2.0. So if you have 10 bucks to spare and want Widowmaker Nova, now would be a time to grab her before the 25th, especially because, you know, Genji's coming out for an Overwatch character. There's got to be an Overwatch map, and those who don't have Widowmaker Nova should probably grab up on her if you're big into Overwatch. Obviously, if you got this out of a box, I think it's got to be a conversion rate at 10% like it does in Overwatch, and don't quote me on that because it's been a little while since I played Overwatch, but I think the conversion, if you have something like a skin or hero, it's got to be like a 10 to 1 ratio. So like, let's say a skin's worth 100 shards, it'll actually be worth 10 shards. So here you see Widowmaker Nova would be 400 shards to buy her. If it came out of a box you already have her, it would be 40 shards. But in that 10 buck Widowmaker Nova, like I said, you're going to get all 3 color variations. Now, if you just want her normal original Widowmaker Nova, then it might be just worth to spend the 400 shards and not buy this. But I included it in this video just to make a point, because she is Overwatch cosplayed here, and Overwatch has kind of got to be the theme, I think, going into the 25th at the start of the bat. So the next one on my list, let me scroll up here, is Asmodan. Here we go, Asmodan. Asmodunk. Asmodan. Something I just included on my list. He's obviously a legendary, so he's priced at 1,600 shards, which I think is max shards right now. 1,600 is the biggest price point. So I included him because he's $15, so he's $5 more than the Widowmaker skin. But once again, you're getting all 3 of his skin variations. So what that means is, if you have him, and he comes up in a chest, you're getting 160 shards for him. And that's got to be each time he pops up. Now, will he pop up too often? Probably not, since he's legendary. It probably won't happen too often. But it's something to mention that you could be saving up shards if you were to shell out another $5 for the $15 for the Asmodunk bundle. So, next we'll go on to Artanis. And this is good to bring up because Shogun Artanis currently is $10 in the shop. Real USD, of course. So he's normally 400 shards a piece per skin. Besides, Twilight Shogun Artanis is not included. He's got to be the new color. Like I mentioned in my previous video. So I believe Twilight Shogun Artanis, since he's got to be that new recolor, has got to pop up in a lot more loot boxes than the other color variants. Just a hunch I got, just a theory I got. So if you're looking for those other colors, that red or blue or goldish color, it might be worth picking up on Shogun Artanis at $10 for 3 skin variants before the 25th. But once again, like I mentioned, he does have that Shogun Ninja Hanamura type feel to him, in my opinion, so it might be worth his value. The next one I'm going to mention is Kerrigan. Specifically, Cheerleader Kerrigan. Cheerleader Kerrigan is valued at $10 for her 3 skins. I think they patched it recently. Maybe not too recently, but last time I checked, Cheerleader Kerrigan was not in the shop for shards. So they might have changed that, but that's the reason I put her on the list, because Cheerleader Kerrigan was not on this list. So that this might be like one that you don't have to really consider. If she's got to be for 400 shards a piece, you might only be using like one color of her skin, honestly, because Kerrigan has a lot of beautiful skins to choose from. Next I want to mention, though, it's got to be really worth the value, I think, is Dehaka. Dehaka's Mecha Dehaka skin got changed to a legendary, which means, in my opinion, you're going to be saving more on real money right now, because in game right now, before 2.0, Mecha Dehaka is priced at $10. He's not legendary, so you're saving kind of $5, and once again, you're getting 3 legendary skin colors in Mecha Dehaka for $10. It's kind of a steal in my book. And of course, you have that new recolor camo, digital camo infiltrator Mecha Dehaka that will probably work its way into some of those loot boxes. But I really think it's worth the value. Mecha Dehaka at $10, real money, versus thinking about him later and spending 1,600 shards per color skin on him. Another one I want to mention in that group is the Butcher. I think I gotta go up for that. My apologies. The Butcher list also falls into that category. He's not legendary right now. He's also valued at $10 real currency. Real currency. Real American dollars. He's priced at 10. I can't really do the currency conversion if you're in other ones like England. I'm not sure what the pounds would be or whatever, but US, he's $10, which is a good value because he's not legendary yet, and he will also be at 1,600 shards per skin color. Next one that needs to take into consideration will be Vala. She'll be low down on the list. Once again, I apologize that I don't have like all these things up. Yeah, she's not gonna even be on this list. Which is something I find odd. Is the one I want to mention is Vampire Slayer Vala, which she's not on the list. Because we're almost saw her. My eyes are playing tricks on me. Vampire Slayer Vala, which is taken off this list, you can see, and she's not put back on. So I don't know if they're gonna revamp this for like a Hallow's End thing where she'll be part of a bundle. Once again, as stated, I'm not sure how bundles work. If they'll bundle them together for like a Hallow's End event where you'll spend like 1,600 shards to get a whole bundle thing, I'm not sure, or if they'll be priced accordingly to what they are. Obviously, you can see Deputy Vala is 400, so I don't know if Hallow's End, going into it, when we get around to it, Vampire Slayer will be 400. I'm not sure, but right now you can still get her in regular HOTS before 2.0 on the 25th for $7.49. It's a little pricey. I don't really see a lot of Vampire Slayer Valas out there, so I'm not sure how good that skin's received. Once again, another thing that might be considered is Kerrigan. Count Kerrigan wasn't on that list, which I forgot to mention. Also, Crimson Count Arthas, I'm pretty sure is not on that list. So I'm not sure if it's got to be like some vampire bundle or just like a Hallow's End bundle. But definitely, if you're into Crimson Count Arthas or Count Kerrigan, definitely take a look at those and maybe buying those, because who knows when they'll come back, if they will come back for Hallow's End, and how we will get them. So, I think that does it for all the skins I can think right off the top of my head. Probably Judgment Uther would be another one. I own him, but I know he's got pushed to Legendary for Judgment Uther, which he's not currently at the moment, so that's another thing to consider. Because, like I said, he moved his Judgment Uther to Legendary, so that's another thing to consider if you're an Uther player. So now that we're done with kind of all that stuff, we'll go back to the Mega Bundles. And so they're going to give you 100 gems, which equals pretty much one chest. I don't think I've seen a price point of how much gems are going to cost real money going live. I'm not sure if anybody's aware of that. Also, we're not sure how many shards we're really going to get. Obviously, the shard for duplicate stuff, like I mentioned, like let's say skin's 100. Obviously, I think you get 10%, so that'd be 10. So you're not getting really many shards that way. Obviously, you can get shards out of chests, but I think it's like Overwatch. The currency of shards is not got to be high. And there's got to be a lot of skins that people want to get. And then, of course, moving forward, they're got to be developing new heroes, which means new skins, new mounts and stuff. So that's something to be taken into consideration. So the best thing to do is, what many have mentioned, is buy one of the Mega Bundles. And hopefully you're picking one of those bundles, whether it's Assassin, Flex, Tank, / Bruiser, or Support. And you're getting one that has a lot of heroes you're missing, because some people have been stating that, 10,000 gold is worth a lot more than 100 gems, because 100 gems is equivalent to $1, is what I'm hearing. Not every hero is 10,000 gold, but it's a good way to look at it, because some heroes, I think, in that bundle are 10k gold. So that's probably the way to go about it. Is to think that somewhere you're probably saving 10,000 gold or up. So definitely go take those 4 Mega Bundles and take a good look at them and see what you really need. You have some time to decide because those mega bundles will be around until the 22nd of May. Please correct me on it if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure that it'll be around till the 22nd. I know it's May, but I'm not sure on the exact date in May. But you definitely have time to decide. But I wanted to make it aware of all those skins that you can get if you have some extra money laying around. That's real money. And snagging up some of those skins before it's too late, and then you're trying to wrestle with your shards, getting some skins that you want later down the road. Altogether, what I talked about, we're talking 50 some dollars, probably over $50, which is a good chunk of change. You don't have to buy all that stuff, but maybe, you know, sparing 10 bucks or 20 bucks here or there might be worth it before we're going into 2.0 HOTS. So I hope this has been informative. Hope it's been a little fun. If you liked the video, subscribe, join the pack, like it if you like this video, give it a paws up. Till next time, take care.